gotta do a whole lot of reading. And yes, let's get into it. Once again, I'll be using my full screen for this. Well, not full screen. It's still, it's still framed, but I'm not using my normal Twitch stream frame. And continue. A recap of episode 2. Yes, no. Let's go with yes. But those new. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seem like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. Yeah, because I opened up that lock, but didn't, mess around too much. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. So yeah, follow this new person around. You'll eat those words when I'm carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. I chose to save the doggy. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispers, tone sliding out along something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Oh my god, what did we do? Because Duke got shot with his own shotgun. And then there's this random guy, welcome home, being all suspicious. And then we sought help from these two. My grandmother used to talk about old pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up. So that's everything that happened in the last episode. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window in the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there, right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wiggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke, slumped against the tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Note, you can refresh yourself on the events of previous days by using the journal icon in the quick menu. Check on the... Oh, right, there was a possum in the drawer. Poke around the closet, look at the window. Is the possum still there? You open the drawers and check in on the little possum we met yesterday. Oh, good, he's still there. That's nice. Pat the little mans. No. Leave the little mans in peace. So to leave the little mans in peace. Poke around the closet still. Is the doll still there? Yeah, great. The doll still didn't move during the night. Maybe it isn't haunted after all. Though, after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. Return to your room, and look out the window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. I saw some! I saw some! I saw some right there! For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. It looked like someone wearing a sack over their head. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finish waking up. Get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Kinda start your day. The cat's still in the same place. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet you? May I pet your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that Flowery might win her over, as silly as it may seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou-Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Hey. You sure took your time getting up. Hey, cuz. It's like 8 a.m. I watched a man die last night. There are monsters in the woods. We need to leave. I had a really rough night. Can you cut me some slack? I'm sorry. What's the plan for today? I'm not sure if she'll believe me if I straight up tell her. Like, I shouldn't. The first thing I should say should not be I watched a man die last night. Like, I love being honest, but I think this is a bit too honest. There are monsters in the woods. But... what's the plan for today? The plan is that I go to work and do my job and you stay out of trouble. I'm late enough as it is, so listen up. I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decided to ignore my text again. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. You could fall off a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe. And just because Stella spent a lot of time in the woods doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out. Oh, she knows something. Oh, she knows something. What is up with you? Can I hang out with you today? Sorry about that's acceptable. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know. I don't need any convincing to stay put. Sure, whatever. What is up with you, Stella? We just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Can I hang with you today? I don't want to be by myself. At the mines? No. But what you're doing is unacceptable. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't need any convincing to stay put. Sure, whatever. Sorry about last night. I had no idea what was going to happen. I didn't think I'd worry you like that. I got an achievement. Get your cousin to flash her pearly whites. Good. Glad we're on the same page. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset. I feel like I should have said that there are monsters. You know what? You know what? Pardon me. Pardon me, I want to go back. I want to go back. No, I don't want to save. I want to load. No. Pardon me. I probably should have saved right then and there. But I really want to see what happens if I outright tell her. Because I really want to. Let me just do all this just to say that my character did in fact do this, just in case this is important. Just in case this might be important. And yeah, there's that figure right there. Someone with a hood. Get dressed, yes. Excuse me, may I pet you? Yes, I want to ask permission. Okay. And I'm going to quick save. And yeah, there are monsters in the woods. We need to leave. I'm not joking. I've seen them with my own 2 eyes. It's not safe here. Is that what's still frightened into you? I have no idea what you think you saw last night, but that girl is always chasing her own shadow. It's thinking it's Bigfoot. This is just a sleepy mountain town where nothing ever happens. I'm not about to flee in terror just because Stella thinks she saw some ghouls. Anyway, I'm running late, so listen up. She just dismisses it. Oh well. So she says the same things. Okay, fine. Nothing new happens. You don't understand. What happened last night was real. I'm sorry about last night. What happened last night was real. You're not listening to me. What I saw last night was real. We have footage of it. Mention Sybil and the Ditchlings. Sybil said they were real too. She called them ditchlings and they said they were a threat to the whole town. I'm going to stop you right there. You met Sybil? Of course, that nosy old crone would make a point of meeting any new person who wandered into town. I wouldn't pay her too much mind. She'll talk your ear off about the healing properties of crystals or the magical essences of oregano or whatever. She and Stella are both a little kooky, if you ask me. Ditchlings. Sure sounds like some old-timey Appalachian stuff, right? Late enough as it is. I'm going to work and I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset! Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. Time to start your day. Make a PB&J. Investigate the garden. Head to town. After last night, you should make things up to your cousin. Screw going to town. Let's try to clean the guest room instead. Tabitha is right. After last night, the last thing you need to do is be sucked into more adventures. You are not going to leave the estate. You are going to do to wait for her to get back. First, PB&J. And that's that. And I'm not going to go into the garden because I saw someone poking around back there and I don't want to get snatched up. So yeah. You know what? Because she said so. Let me clean the guest room. Stay here. The most fun move is... I got an achievement. Refusing the call. The most fun move is not to play. If you're going to have to keep using that ungodly bathroom, you're going to have to at least make sure the surfaces are bleached. You scrounge for cleaning supplies, finding a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognize. They all feel like antiques, but they're the best you have. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. It is a monumental task, and it nauseates you to think about just how many years of caked-up dirt, grunge, and former fluids you have to scrub away to return some semblance of normalcy into the bathroom. That might be as much as you can do without a pressure washer and renovations. But at least taking showers here will make you feel dirtier than when you started. But your admiration of a job adequately done is interrupted by a sudden heavy thunk of a metal door knocker, the sound seeming to reverberate its way down your spine. Someone's at the front door. Before you get a chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. I've been up thinking about what you went through all night. I brought some fresh tea. Let's settle in somewhere and talk. She came here. That's nice of her. You and the old hippie make your way to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring you steaming tea from her thermos. The smell is amazing, a nostalgic earthy odor, reminiscent of fall, as if it were brewed with autumn leaves. Take a sip. Oh my goodness, I still have the boiled peanuts. I wonder if this is gonna come in handy later. Like it's gonna be useful later. Like I'm gonna be in front of a final boss and it gives me the option to throw the boiled peanut and it actually makes me win. Man, oh dear, oh my. Alright. Take a sip. You take a sip of tea. It tastes not unlike a rotten log, but somehow it isn't unpleasant, like you're tasting a hike through dawn-dampened woods. It leaves a refreshing, citrusy aftertaste, like a cool breeze sweeping the leaves from the path of the tea left on your tongue. I hope you like it. This is my new chaga and lemon balm blend. I love experimenting with local ingredients. What did you want to talk about? Thanks for the tea, but I was kind of looking forward to my day of isolation. So, Sybil, why are you here? Is it because I decided to stay home today? Out with it, lady. Sip your tea in silence. What did you want to talk to me about? What did you want to talk to me about? Oh, nothing much. You went through quite the ordeal last night in our hold-up alone, and, well, bless her heart, but Tabitha hasn't exactly reclaimed this place since Perlan passed. I feel like I'm inhaling cobwebs. I wanted to check in on you. How are you holding up, dear? Really? Why do you want to know? Because somebody needs to worry about you. Aww. And not in the way that your cousin does. She's a very practical woman. Not one, but not the most open to matters of the heart. I'm just trying to stay on top of this good side. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened. I've only been here for a day. I'm not good, Sybil. Well, I'm fine. So you came all this way for nothing. Sip your tea in silence, huh? I'm not fine, but I'm not gonna say I'm not good either. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has happened. I'm trying to stay on Tabitha's good side. I wouldn't try too hard, dear. Sometimes the best way to befriend a cat is to ignore it. There's a sound somewhere above you, a creaking floorboard betraying the shifting presence. There is something in the room above you. You heard that too, didn't you? You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it would be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the thought of you being alone in this big house. Not with the town the way it is right now. There's another creak above. Leaving suddenly seems like a very good idea. Do you think this place is haunted? If it is haunted, I wouldn't doubt that you would find out as soon as you were alone here for too long. It sounds to me like whatever might be here is already restless to have you to itself. Yes, take me to my cousin. I wanted to go see her anyway. I was going to get bored staying here all day. I was kind of hoping to go back into town. Leave. I could just do that. I could just go visit my cousin in the mines. Heck, yeah, let's go. Yes, take me to my cousin. Gladly. Neither of you waits around to see if the sounds will continue. You quickly make your way back to the door and out into the inviting autumn air. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze, your lungs having grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There really is nothing like the mountains in autumn. There is something comforting about the woman's presence. She exudes a warmth, her smile feeling like kindly approval, even though you feel you've done nothing to earn it. There is some... yes, all this. Were you born here? How'd you wind up in this town? My family has been in these hills for generations, possibly even longer than yours. I married into the general store, though. Before that, we were just your standard hill folk, kept to ourselves, fended for ourselves. That's why I know so much about the local flora. That kind of knowledge, it was vital for all the generations that came before me to survive out here. How do you know so much about my family? Any history I should know about? Oh yes, everyone around here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town after all. Your family and the history of this town are completely intertwined. Your well, I'm not exactly sure how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started the mine, which started the town. The town nearly collapsed into ruin after the collapse of 1918, and once again, your family pulled it back up. Now, here we are. I'm not sure what else there is to say. What do you want to know? Big house, what's been loaded? What's the collapse? The collapse, like an economic collapse, or... We've certainly had our fair share of those, but no. There was a mine collapse of 1918. The town lost so many souls that day. Men and boys, this was before child labor laws came into effect in these parts. As if the collapse wouldn't have been bad enough tragedy on its own, there had to be children involved. It seems your family avoided most of the blame, especially since they managed to pull the town back together afterwards. Hard to remember to be angry at someone when they're the reason you have food on your table. So the mine is the whole reason the town exists? I'd say so. If it fails, I'm not sure anybody would be able to stick around for long. That being said, I suppose everything has to end eventually. One shouldn't plan on things to continue on exactly the same forever. Is it really just me and Tabitha? Why are there so few of us left? I suppose fate is crueler to some than others. In a lot of ways, your family has been very fortunate. But the Scarlets have seen their fair share of death as well. Maybe more than their fair share. That big house, we must have been loaded. Do you think we're still loaded? It's really not my place to speculate about people's finances. But you've seen the state of the place. I think that speaks for itself. Change the subject. So, is there a Mr. Sybil? There was, but unfortunately he passed about 1.5 years ago, give or take. Life up in the hills can be hard on people, for all kinds of reasons, even if you never step foot in the mines. I feel like I've heard that saying before. Did you say that before? What do you think of Stella? Such a ray of sunshine. Even with everything that's happened to her, she tries to smile through it all. An admirable young woman, if you ask me. Admirable. The name is admirable. That's what the word is called. The word is called admirable. What do you think of Tabitha? She works too hard. But I suppose that's the burden she carries with your family's mind to run. It can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure that has something to do with her. I'm sure that has something to do with her disposition, bless her heart. Street smart. She's clearly got more to say. She's just being polite. Haha. Yes, because if you remember, at the start of this game, you get to pick 2 character traits. I'm trying to be a charisma type build, so I chose street smart so I can spot a lie, and I chose to be a hot, so I seem attractive. And I do mean a hot. I'm not a hot person. I'm not just hot. I am a hot. That's what the game describes me as, a hot. You can tell me how you really feel, but I know that what bless your heart means. Out with it. What do you really mean? I think so too. I feel so bad for her. I know what bless her heart means. Straight up, straight up. When someone says bless your heart or bless her heart, that means that they pity her. That they pity that person. I know what bless her heart means. Out with it. I've already said it and I meant it. I worry for her. Sybil is a worthy foe on the battlefield of social niceties. Continue on in silence. Oh, jogger. The 2 of you are interrupted by a woman jogging towards you. Oop, Barnes. Joan, wonderful to see you, as always. Have you met Anthony? Sybil. And no, we haven't met. Joan here is our resident doctor, and Anthony is Vivian's kid, of course, in town for the funeral. I put that together. Awful boiled peanuts? No. Hot flirt. Lovely to see you, Joan. I hope we make a habit of running into each other. You're pretty. Nice to meet you, Joan. Nod respectfully. I'm going to have to meet the whole town. Hi, Joan. A doctor. Do you know anything about weird little parasitoid creatures? Oh, that'd be interesting to say. Hi, Dr. Joan. Are you mad at me for some reason? She looks like she has something on her mind. She looks like she's really, really concerned about something. Doesn't really care for the conversation at all. But I am hot, and I want to flirt. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you, Joan. I hope we make a habit of running into each other. Running? Are you trying to be cute? And let's hope not. People usually only come to me when they need medical assistance. I suggest you try to make sure we don't run into each other. You're quite a little flirt, aren't you? What, Sybil too? Do you make a habit of hitting on every older woman you meet? Oh, I think it's cute. Yeah, like when your kid's friend gives you Valentine. By the way, it's Dr. Kelly to you. People my son's age don't get first name privileges. Oh, she old school. She grown like that. Okay. How is Reese doing? Any better these days? Dr. Kelly lets in a small, frustrated sigh. He's surviving, same as usual. You know that. Her son has a rare condition. Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town? Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should let them up for a visit this week. Doesn't that sound nice? Anthony could come too. Sybil, they're adults. We don't need them to set up any play dates. And you know how easy it is for him to tire himself out. It's not worth it. I need to get home and get him his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. The woman starts her jog again, her pace faster than before, almost as if she's running away from the awkward interaction. She's a bit of a brusque, what's that word? Brusque woman? Brusque? Brusque woman, isn't she? But her heart is in the right place. Anyway, we should be on our way. It's not much farther now. She was right. It takes pretty little time to reach the Scarlet Hollow mines. A humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Your cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitor she's dealing with at the moment. Yeah, there she is. Neat. This is ridiculous. You can't fire me for having a damn cold. This has got to be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation. Yes. Yes, it is. You can't fire someone for having a cold. Or for being sick, for that matter. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks have to be made, and obviously I am going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts. Oh, okay. I had mono. I was puking my guts out. I couldn't crawl my sorry ass into that pit, and you wouldn't have wanted me there anyway. And you only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system. You don't have a note from a doctor. I can't just take your word for it. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them, but with the proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your co-workers to pick up your slack, and that's not fair to them. And if you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working in a place like this to begin with. As for your lodgings, I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. To hell with you and your damn mind. The shit house you've had me living in, it'd all be better off a heap of... It'd all be better off a heap of rubble. Should I give him an accent? I feel like I should give him an accent. The miner kicks the dirt in the final act of frustration, but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gates. Sybil, Anthony, what are you two doing here? I wanted to have a word with your cousin here, and I had some business with you as well. Though it looks to me like you're busy, I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha? Yeah, sure. I'll swing by tomorrow. Wonderful. I'll be on my way. But it was lovely catching up, Anthony. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. I like her. She's nice. The woman finally leaves and you're alone with your cousin once again. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess I'll babysit you in my office. Let's see. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. Hold on, I need to check something real fast. Let me look at some things. Pardon me, ever since becoming an affiliate, I've been having this thing on my Twitch page. Ads. But I'm not sure if I even notice when ads appear. Like, I see the thing on my top screen on my Twitch page. Time since last ad. And I'm wondering, does it play while I'm not noticing it? Like, does it play like as I'm doing my thing? Because I would have figured that it would appear in my OBS when it happens, but it doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna adjust my second screen. Ooh. Don't mind the thunking. Ignore the thunking. Gonna put this over here. There we go. Alright. Back to business. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. I think there's a presence in our house, Tabitha. Tabitha, this is urgent. Sybil said the things I saw last night are an omen of impending doom. Something very, very bad is going to happen in this town. What was all that layoff stuff about? I cleaned the guest room. I'm kind of glad things worked out this way. It might be nice to spend some time together. I just wanted to chill at the estate. I just wanted to chill a chill day at the estate. Now what? Well, first, this is urgent. There are monsters. Sybil said the things I saw last night are an omen of impending doom. Something very bad is going to happen in this town. Sybil says a lot of things. She's one of those tea leaf reading fortune teller types. I really wouldn't take her vague warnings seriously. Don't get yourself all worked up over what some old lady told you about the end times or whatever she was going on about. I think there's a presence in our house. Like, since I went into that one room and heard the piano, I kind of feel like this is also a case, but I have no, like actual legit facts, like actual evidence of this, so I'm not going to say this. What was all that layoff stuff about? Nah. You know what, sure. What was all that layoff stuff about? That's nothing you have to worry about. Running a business isn't all sunshine and roses. In fact, it's almost never sunshine and roses. Yeah, I figured. I cleaned the guest bathroom. You what? But there could have been important stuff in there. Sure, it was messy, but it's not like it was unsanitary. That is a big, fat lie. That was extremely unsanitary. Have you seen the guest bathroom? That guest bathroom looks like a flippin' gas station truck stop restroom. Are you serious? Come on now. What gave you the right to throw things away just because they look like trash to you? I don't appreciate people coming into my space and moving things around. Don't try to be helpful again, okay? Got it? It was a health hazard. It was disgusting. There was absolutely nothing of value in there. If I'm going to be using it, I get to decide how clean it's going to be. Do you want me to put all the garbage back? Do you want me to put all the garbage back? Honestly, yes. That would be preferable to not knowing whether you threw out any of my precious family heirlooms thinking they were garbage. But what's done is done. You probably mixed it all together and whatever might have been salvageable. What might have been salvageable is ruined. Tabitha clears her throat clearly, still seething but trying to cover it back up. I have to get back to work. Try not to bother me. I need to concentrate. Wow. I got yelled at for cleaning the bathroom. She returns to her desk behind the desk and proceeds to ignore you. As you settle in to take in the details of her office, you're surprised to see a poster of what looks like Stella. She has apparently been banned from the mines. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the walls of your cousin's trailer. On either side of the Tabitha's desk are portraits of older people, a woman and an old-timey man. A shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Oh yeah, right there, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, let me just take a quick look around here. Yeah, some papers, cop, phone, lots of documents, pictures, shotgun, a lot of fly traps. Oh, and it's apparently October. Yeah, Stella is very, very bad. You even got like little pictures of her. You got like 4 different pictures of her. Sheesh. Why 4 pictures? Not just one. Besides, there isn't much else to see. Do your workers really only get 3 days off? Do they also get vacations? Or, I don't need to discuss the intricacies of how I run my business with you. I'm the one making decisions because I'm the one who knows what needs to be done for this place to stay running. And I don't need someone who's never run so much as a startup to try to tell me how I should be operating. It's not like I can take any time off either. I'd kill for 3 days. I really admired your leadership with that guy. I didn't like how you treated that man earlier. Why is there a poster of Stella if she's banned? Who are these people on the wall? Why is there a gun here? I learned there's a big mine collapse. This portent of doom stuff has me worried. How can you keep focusing on work? Are the miners working in the same place the mine collapsed? Do they have to dig the bodies out? A lot of things to say. You know what? I want to get on Tabitha's good side, so let me say things to get on her good side. I really admired your leadership. Yes, I am good at my job. The Scarlets have cultivated generations of a certain kind of management style that has gotten the mine through some very difficult times. You can't let people run all over you. Grandma Eddie learned that from Enoch, and she instilled it into Pearlan, and Pearlan instilled it to me. Vivian couldn't cut it. She would have been terrible at this. Why is there a poster of Stella still saying she's banned from your property? Stella likes to poke around in places she shouldn't. She kept sneaking up here to film videos or whatever her excuse was. As if that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, so she's banned. And who are those people on the wall? I'm sure you recognize Pearlan at this point. And the other one is Enoch, our great-grandfather, who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea was to have the family members who own the mines up on the wall, but I don't think Pearlan was too excited to have great-grandma Eddie staring down at her all day, so we're missing one. Can't blame her. I remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. God, you really talk a lot, don't you? Why is there a gun here? Yeah, why you got a shotgun hanging above your head? It's Pearlan's. She put it up there to intimidate people. I always thought it was a little old-fashioned, but if it works, it works. You wouldn't have asked about it if I didn't leave an impression on you. You never call Pearlan Mom. We didn't have that kind of relationship. I learned there was a big mine collapse up here. Do you think something like that could happen again? Of course, that only happened because of someone else's negligence. We don't make those kinds of mistakes, especially not with the current mining technology. Our family trusted a man who we shouldn't have trusted, Charles Shaw. He cut corners, used cheap, damaged materials. People died because of him. I'm gonna remember that name. Charles Shaw. Charles Shaw. So we never hired someone else from outside the family to help run this place ever again. And what do you know? We've never come close to another collapse. I might be what people consider a tough boss, but I run a tight ship, and that's how you avoid accidents. This portent of doom stuff has me worried. How can you keep focusing on work when there might be a catastrophe waiting around the corner? I think that's a silly question. She's focusing on work so it isn't another accident. Are the miners working in the same mine that collapsed? Did they have to dig out other people's bodies? No, that particular shaft has been boarded up ever since. Most of the bodies weren't able to be recovered, not without the risk of making more. This is difficult. This is a difficult line of work. The men all know that. And then the sounds of machinery are joined by another sound, the angry rumbling of your stomach. The PB&J was not enough to sustain you this long. You require more substantial sustenance. Darn, I made that PB&J specifically to avoid this type of situation. God dang it. I'm getting kind of hungry. Do you have any food? Let's take a lunch break. Hey, are you hungry? I could pick up something. Pick up something if there's a place to get food. I'm sorry. What's a good place to grab grub around here? I say nothing. Hey, are you hungry? I could pick us up something. Oh, I guess now that you mention it, yeah. The cafeteria has mac and cheese. I don't hate. It's the building with the big cafeteria sign on it. Try not to get lost. I don't need you falling down any mine shafts. You get up, leaving Tabitha's office once again and stepping out into the fresh air. Alright, the cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. All the gray, corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. Get directions from nearby miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you are here among the workers, unsupervised. What's the harm in asking if any of them have seen anything unusual? You got a reason to be bothering us? Hi, I'm Tabitha's cousin. I don't want to say that first. He looks like he might beat me up just for being related. Seen anything weird lately? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? So, what do you think of Tabitha? Y'all should get out of town. So I met this guy on a bus. Y'all know a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Missed that dude. He accosted me last night. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, well, I guess he's still around. But accosting people at night, that doesn't sound like him at all. Press him. What do you think happened to him? Ain't our place to talk about it, least of all not with the boss's cousin. Oh, they already know. Oh, y'all seen anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down. Weird how? Like weird animal sightings? Nope. You been talking to the townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't seen many animals at all lately. Used to be I see all sorts of critters, now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now and it's never been like this before. Maybe it's that global warming thing. I think they're calling it a climate change now. How about weird noises in the woods? Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Okay, return. What do you all think of Tabitha? The miners stare at you, distrust in their eyes. Harrison chews her sandwich slowly. Oh, they think I might snitch. She works hard. She's good enough, boss. End of story. The miners have seen you and Tabitha. It wouldn't be hard for them to put the two together. This guy on the bus, that's not worth mentioning. Y'all should get out of town. I know that there are monsters around, but telling them that they should get out of town is kind of extreme. And besides, what if they do? What if they actually do leave town simply because I say that they should? Because then Tabitha would be mad at me if I do. Let me go with it. Y'all should get out of town. There's some seriously messed up stuff going on here. This is the best pay I ever had. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I ain't sacrificing my retirement for some vague shit like that. I just started last year. If I just up and left, I don't think anyone else would hire me. Oh well. I'm looking for the cafeteria. I'm going to do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, come on, Zax. You go easy on him. I am going easy on him. The calf is slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner, only good establishment in town. I don't know, the mac and cheese is pretty decent. The mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent, and we all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains a hidden treasure, and you remain without a map. Go approach another group of miners. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, can we help you with some? How do you know I'm Tabitha's cousin? You introduced yourself to the whole town yesterday? Oh yeah, right in the diner. Do you know of a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? Saw him last night. Really creepy encounter, man. Oh, thank God, everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on, creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, doesn't it? How do you know it was him? That's what Sybil has been calling him. Good woman, but I don't expect she'd know every mining fellow in town by sight, if you catch my drift. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town wandering around following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. The following, though. Okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his later friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way. He can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Ooh, pause. Hold on. Give me a moment because it says my thing is saying that it's starting an ad, but I'm not detecting any ads here. Pardon me. Let me look at something else. Let me look at my other devices. Oh, my other devices aren't even turned on. That's silly of me. Pardon me, all. Give me a moment. Because I usually have my cell phone on to see if everything is going right and out of sight. Yeah, everything looks fine on my devices. Okay, alright. And another thing. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm learning something. On my secondary monitor, it will not tell me when I'm doing an ad. I only get told that there's an ad happening if I see Frosty Tools show my little ad message. I have to look at my other devices to see that an ad is currently playing. Neat. Okay, so now I know. And let me drink some water. Alright. Alright, so. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Ooh. My nephew is playing his guitar downstairs. Good for him. Good for him. Who was Wayne seeing? Whoa, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking the wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Press them. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Isaacs. Smith and Rodriguez turn to leave. Isaacs hesitates. I'll just be a minute, guys. Your funeral, man. I wanted to ask you something in private. I'm about to grab something from the calf, if you don't mind joining. How serendipitous! You still don't know where the cafeteria is, but this haggard young man has, of his own accord, offered to share his wisdom with you. I am actually looking for the cafeteria. Great, let's walk. You follow the hard-faced young man, an anxious energy in his step, as he escorts you to the building whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. You line up at the steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still, it smells good enough, and you find your mouth watering in anticipation of the bland offerings. You said something earlier about seeing Wayne. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. Did Tabitha see him? Did you say anything to you? Did she say anything to you about him? I told you everything I know. Can't talk hungry. Didn't know, why asking me? Look, man, I just want to get some food and go. I can't help you. I'm not telling you anything. Just leave me alone, please. I've told you everything I know. Shit. Look, Sam Wayne is a friend of mine. He has been missing for over a week now, and I seem to be the only person around here who gives a rat's ass about it. I'd be willing to get to bet that the last person who saw him was. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fellow, wasn't it? Whatever, if anyone asks, we never talked. Got it? I don't want to disappear too. Oh. Isaacs obviously has more to say, but this isn't the time and place to coax more information out of him. Slip Isaacs your contact info. That's what I do when I'm street smart. As he turns to leave, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. You reach towards Isaacs and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. And then he's gone. What's got that kid so jumpy? It's like he never heard of a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yep, I've skipped town over less. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got the chicken and dumplings. So what do you guys know about this Wayne fella? All I know is that's... I'm sorry, it's the way that they both just jumped up at the same time. Look at me. Wowie. All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp's seen him since. I figured he'd run off to live in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. As if you would fall on your knees if a woman showed the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yep. You best get going. Wouldn't want that hot meal to go cold. No reason to stay here any longer. Pardon me. Y'all may hear some music in the background. Sounds like my sister's playing some music in the bathroom, and it's overlapping through the walls. Pardon me. Okay, so you step back out into the weak sunlight, clutching the containers of various beige slops, and start making your way back towards her trailer. But you don't make it far. Something stops you. A strange uneasiness, a feeling of being watched, the smell of sick flesh. Oh, hello. Anthony, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. Wayne? It says Wayne. It's dangerous here. I see how he has his hand a little bit behind his back. He's got a sack over his head like that. That's bad. Why are you doing like this? Do you need help? Attack him? I don't want to attack him like out front because I don't want this to be like, oh, I'm just playing, bro. It's just a prank, bro. That type of situation. Do you need help? Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, some buddy of yours was looking for you. Does not respond to this. What do you mean dangerous? Do you need help? Looks like you're hurt. So you aren't afraid of me. Good. Protect yourself before worrying over others, Anthony. There are other forces at play here, trying to pull you into their own directions. They've already made things more difficult for us both. I hope you have the strength to survive what they intend to put you through. For both our sakes. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Oh, really? Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Please stop following me. What's going to happen? Yeah, where were you while I was in the woods? Where were you while I was in the woods? Watching. I would have stepped in if you were ever truly in danger. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. A silent protector. Run back to Tabitha's office. Walk back to Tabitha's office like nothing happened. I don't want people to see me sprinting while I'm holding food. She meets you at the door. Took you long enough. What, was there a long line? Tabitha, there's this creepy monitor who keeps following me. Wayne? Am I in danger here? Can you take me back to your state? I don't think I should be here. Why does weird stuff keep happening to me around here? This town's always like this. I think I should go home, like my home. I just heard some interesting stuff from the Myers about you and that Wayne guy who's been following me. Yeah, a long time. I don't want to say that the Myers have been gossiping about you. I don't want to get them fired. Tabitha, there's a creepy miner who keeps following me. Wayne? Tabitha sighs. I don't know who you think has been following you, but it's not him. If you're going around asking questions about Sam Wayne, you're probably going to hear some rumors. I'm sorry I said that I didn't know him last night. You caught me off guard and I didn't know what to say. Sam was friendly to me. He even came around to the estate a few times, and a lot of the workers here can't seem to get over it. He disappeared, and despite what a lot of people seem to be insinuating, I don't know what happened to him. I don't even know if he's alive. Whatever, it's fine. I know it's easy to blame the mean boss or that sort of thing. But I digress. If someone's following you, you should stay at the estate. Where it's... Your cousin's attention is suddenly drawn elsewhere. She stares past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Stella? Stella. How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what this means? Tabitha shuts the door, and you both march your way down the hill. As you and Tabitha approach Stella, the two old Myers take notice and wander off. Tabby, Anthony, hey, I was just trespassing. Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shit, I knew we needed a lookout. Is there someone talking to you through an earpiece? Kanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily Removes the earbud, muffling the other voice. Uh-oh. Sorry, Tabby. It's just that Oscar's kid, Rosalina, has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around to see if anybody has seen her. And while we were at it, we were also seeing if anybody had encountered those things we saw in the woods last night, ditchlings that Sybil said are like little Mothmen foretelling doom. Stella. And also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here and who Kanika says is super creepy and sick and... Stella! Yeah? Just stop. Stop. Stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything. I'm barely here, I promise. You are standing right in front of me, extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen haunts for that kid? The Maxwell place, the gas station, or whatever. Anywhere but here, where you are explicitly not allowed to be. I mean, it's the site of one of the worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. If there's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research pointed us towards, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful was going to happen here. She hates me and everything I stand for and thinks the town would be some bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. When in reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're here for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so just go someplace else before. What's she doing? What's she doing over here? Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed the girl with the dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina. Kanika, we found her. She's up on the hill. She's heading up the hill. Up the hill? She's not headed for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? You better go after her before someone gets killed up there. You've gotta be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll just let her know Oscar is looking for her, and then she can get out of your hair. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing over the hill. Damn it! I'm never going to finish my spreadsheets. Nobody needs to be playful around those mines. No one needs to be playing around those mines. We better go break this up. Yeah. You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded-up entrance of the old mine. They went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? Yeah, it's cousin bonding time. We're going after them. We have to go in after there, don't we? That Wayne guy said I should look out for myself. We're not going into the mines, are we? Can't you do this alone? Yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Tabitha sighs. Sure, okay, you've worn me down. I don't like the thought of you walking around the abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended while it gets dark. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. Yep, here we go. Tabitha huffs her way up the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Follow her. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in painful squat as you begin to navigate the maze of corridors. I take it you know which mine you're in. Is the one that collapsed 100 years ago, that killed a bunch of people? That one that killed 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was a slow and agonizing death. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or burns or dehydration. It took a whole week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. That's morbid if you think about it. It's that the price we pay for life. Is this supposed to be our idea of bonding? I get it. It's just here, down here. Be careful. What makes you so sure it was his fault? It doesn't really matter whose fault it is. That's ancient history at this point. 100 years on, who cares about pointing fingers and passing blame? Everyone involved is long dead. What I care about are the 168 people who climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand that's been dealt until they were literally buried in it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. What the hell's that? Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on. It came from this way. Ooh, hold on. Ad time. Ad time. There's an ad playing. There's an ad playing. Let me hydrate. Let me hydrate. Gotta hydrate before you dehydrate. Gotta cleanse my palate. Yeah. Man, oh dear, am I. Hydrate before you dehydrate, everybody. I didn't even know I turned off my AC, even though it's already dark outside. It's still getting pretty warm in my room. I'm starting to sweat again. I'm once again starting to sweat. And I can't open my bedroom door because, you know, there's already loud music playing in the background. But pardon me. I need after the stream is over, I'm going to double check how the ads are run because I'm still learning how the ads work. I just barely became an affiliate and I need to learn exactly how these ads run. Because I really can't tell sometimes when they're running. Well, I've never been able to tell that they're running until just this moment. I'm only knowing about it because I have Frosty tools up. But yeah, here we go. Let me continue. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. Follow her. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in the thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as a harassment. Defensive teen girl. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. Kanika. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Stella. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging around here. Disdainful teen girl. We're not kids. Chill, teen boy. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago. So who knows? What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she ever cared to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want her to appear weak. I think she just hates our family. No offense, but you are a little tough around the edges. She's jealous and needs to get over it? Nah. I think she just hates our family? Nah. No offense, but you are a little rough around the edges? Nah. Let's move on, they're close. So we found teenagers. A whole lot of teenagers up in a dangerous mine that could collapse at any moment. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe and we can hang out here whenever we want. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the words, words, pardon me, hold on, oh. Pardon me, it does that music again. Give me a moment, y'all. There we go. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Oh shit. Oh hey, Tabby and Anthony, I guess you two caught up to us. Hanging around with Tabitha today, I guess? Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense into these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place was sturdy. Check it out. Yo, hey, the teen with the beanie jumps up and stops the strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we heard earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. Hold on. Wait. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Okay. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I am putting my mother in the ground this week. I do not have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. I would like to see the sun again before I die. Come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now. Who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message to you? Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear the sad 20-something to shreds, says Becca. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Ooh, roasted. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, I'm telling them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay in our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple pots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina. I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy, and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because, Stella heard of the word haunted. Now she wants to do things. Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore, and he's lying to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. Of course, Stella thinks that. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for the child labor laws, the five of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it somewhere that isn't here. Right, let's continue. How do you know there isn't a ghost? I'd be surprised if the house wasn't haunted. We should all talk about this somewhere that isn't here. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghost bust it or something. That sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquent out of my mind. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. You can't break into her own house. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung, or gets crushed by rocks, or meets any one of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. They're an old Cornish myth, named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in mines right before a collapse. Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella... I mean, that's not all they do. They're also sometimes just mischievous. Stella... Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Street smart. These kids clearly have no respect for Kanika's authority, and Becca would do anything for Tabitha's approval, short of actually listening to her. And in this unfortunate cocktail of personalities, the tremors echoing around you are the perfect distraction. No respect for Kanika. Becca would do anything for Tabitha. There's no way they are not making a break for it while the adults are fighting. Turn around and catch them in the act. That's why I'm street smart. That's why I'm street smart. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of the small tunnel in the cavern wall. They're going deeper. She freezes as she looks Alex's eyes with your sharp gaze. Stop arguing, you knuckleheads. The teens are slipping away. I'm not sure you've thought this through, Rosalina. Do you want to pretend you weren't about to go into that hole? Lie. I know someone who died in that mine just like this, Rosalina. It was right after she crawled into a tiny hole that she couldn't get out of. I hear she was stuck down there for days before it was over. Glare, wink, and gesture towards the... No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to tell her to go deeper. Not sure you thought this through, Rosalia. Do you want to pretend you want to go into that hole? Okay. What, Rosalia? Don't go in there. Becca and Alexa, stop trying to get us all killed. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hang back. I knew you weren't cool enough to hang with us, Rosalina. Come on, Alexis. We'll have more fun without her. Oh, alright. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? I don't know, I'm sorry. Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, more water. Pardon me, more water. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Yeah, I don't think he said much here. They must have squeezed through the child-sized tunnel. Yeah. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to, Alright, pardon me, sister came in. I've always wondered what where that goes. I've been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sticking into mines. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all these tunnels here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess, but no. There just have to be remnants from the bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor laws was a good old days minute ago? Was a good old days thing a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca shouts back from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Also, sorry, Rosalina, I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever. Come on, Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yes. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mine. Except for you, Anthony. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway. And service down here sucks. Oh, we got a gamer down here. Oh, he basically has an auto get up right here. Oh, hold on, ad break. Ad break, everybody. Ad break. Ad break. Ad break. Drink your liquid, eat something, do whatever. It's time for an ad break. 1 minute ad break. One whole minute. Jeez, it really is getting hot in my room. And you know, I made pancakes earlier as brunch. My sister said she was gonna cook dinner, but it doesn't seem like she's cooking dinner right now, and it's already like 9 o'clock. Oof. Pardon me. Sorry for getting quiet, because, you know, still getting used to that. I could have sworn I had the settings for my ads to be every, like, 45 minutes, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. That was not 30 minutes at all. That was not 30 minutes. I need to go back and change that. Find out how to change that, sincerely. Because I don't want there to be too many ad breaks during my streams. Alright. Back from the ad break. Let's see. What about you, girl? ... Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help get Becca and Alexis to leave? Don't make me ask you twice. They'll be fine, Rosalina. I think your dad would kill me if we let you stay down here any longer. Okay. Can I at least wait outside? Yeah, we can wait outside together. ... No, you are not about to weasel your way out of this, Tella. Ah, she's using goo-goo eyes. She's using goo-goo eyes. Oh, come on, Tabby. We've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. What's the point of going after them? They won't listen to us. Look, I just want to put in my due diligence in case their parents try to sue me for my own negligence. If we catch up to them and they decide they want to continue to be a nuisance, then fine. They can rot down here for all I care. Inspiring. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Their teenage bravado will probably start to shrivel away in not too long. And we'll be there to help them safely and calmly find the nearest exit when that happens. Don't worry, it'll be fun and safe. I'm sure that's exactly what you told them last night, and we all know how that ended. Stella, don't push Tabitha's boundaries like that. Tabitha, don't push Stella away like that. She hasn't done anything to deserve it. I'm not getting in the middle of this. This feels like I'm choosing sides, and I don't want to be choosing sides. Alright, let's do this. I'm coming with you, but it's because I want to come along, not because you're making me. I'm coming along, but I don't want to stress that it's against my will and better judgment. Let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to get Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. Kanika, Miles, Zane, Rosalina head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no darling, we should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mine. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. ... Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kinda cool. I like that River Runner video. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice. Trademark. And I make plenty of ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabby? I feel nothing about it. I have no emotions. I am an adult who has no feelings because I have to work. The opinions of children do not interest me because I am an adult. I don't know. You kind of hesitated there. You smiled. I saw that smile. I saw that smile. Did y'all see that smile? I saw her smile. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care about what people think of me. Da da da. Congratulations, your sponsor though. Congratulations on your sponsor though. Dang, Stella, meat rice, that's a big deal. They're on like every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all the things she said last night. She's just mean. I had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. Yeah, I don't like her. For a public figure, I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin. I've seen YouTube comments. They're vicious. Agreed. You never struck me as someone who let other people's opinions bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have to try so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. I'm just glad they're not gossiping. I wish they were gossiping about me. I want to be talked about. Gosh, I'm not sure about that. I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another. It's just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. I really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis, it's just mind sounds. Did you see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear I saw something. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Are we sure the tunnel went through it's going to keep... We're going to meet back up. I'm sorry. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? What did they see? What if they're the ones doing the knocking? What if this is all a terrible prank? Time knockers, the poor kids. I knew something coming down here was a bad idea. I can't believe they're making us do this. They're gonna get grounded for all this. What if they're the ones doing the knocking? No way, you heard how loud that is. There's no way they're doing it. It's Tommy knockers, I'm sure of it. It's not Tommy knockers. That being said, it's also definitely not a prank. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Are we sure the tunnel is going to go this way? Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. Those poor kids. I have no sympathies for their terror. They've brought this upon themselves for trespassing in my mind and making me come down here. I'm sure they're just upset that you came down here as you are. We're getting closer. Going down here. It's so small. It's just a small space. I'd feel so claustrophobic down there. I'd feel so very much claustrophobic down there. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. A ladder. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you, a century-old ladder that is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing and bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty of fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. And it sounds like they're still down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Climbing down. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over the ledge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. No choice but to climb down too. Hey kids. Oh great, the adults are here. Thanks Alexis, real nice. Becca is needing to feel like you're better than other people, so important to you that it's worth dying here. Last chance not to become an after-school special kid. Do you have a death wish, Becca? Because we can take Alexis with us and leave you here. That's fine by me. Becca, what are you doing? Alexis, Becca isn't going to stop kicking you around until you fight back. You don't need to say anything. Becca has already lost control over the situation. Becca, isn't it to feel like you're better than other people so important to you that it's worth dying over? Is that true? Are we gonna die down here? No, Alexis, we're not going to die down here. Stop being literal children, and maybe your parents won't need to find out any of this happened. Tabitha is covering her own ass here. She does not want anyone to know about tonight's adventure. Whatever, it's not cool to be down here anymore. Not with old kids. Not with the old kids around. I'd kill to go deeper right about now, but I guess we should count our wins and set a good example. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. What? Do I have to step forward? Like, really, is that really the only option? Sheesh. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. I don't want to walk towards it. I don't want to walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Everything is starting to look red. It's like a red ring around the screen. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Really? Hey, are you alright, Anthony? Bear witness? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. What? There's some sort of wall right here. Some sort of door. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the wood splintered. And yeah, everyone got buried and crushed. Anthony, Tabby, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that just was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? I like you. She's so worried she has a tear in her eye. I bet she might die, though. Like, just because she's becoming the favorite. Just because she's becoming the favorite likable character, she's probably going to die. Because that's what happens in stories like this. The likable character always dies. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up your elbows, head still swimming from the visions. Your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell happened? The knocking is getting closer. The kids are safe. I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? I remember you diving towards me. We should get out of here. I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder. Oh, climb. Okay. The person who owns a mine says that there's about to collapse. We're listening to Tabitha. We are listening to her. She runs a mine. She says the mines are about to collapse. We gotta get the hell out of the mine. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you would expect from someone who spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Follow her. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. Now, the knocking really does sound like pickaxes hitting wood, hitting rocks. Push through. And there it is. Freedom! You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Stop Rosalina from slipping off into the mines. I got an achievement. Pro babysitter. Yes. Holy shit, you're okay. Thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Shut up, Becca. Shut the hell up, Becca. Shut your mouth up. What did you just say to me? You heard me. Flippin' browdy teenager, not caring who lives or who dies just because you want to be rebellious. I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just the cherry on top of this whole shit show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? No, enough. No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea, and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we could have been buried alive. Ad break. Ad break, everybody. Ad break. Ad break. I wonder, can I change that? Can I change it? Not right now. Clearly. Straight up, because manage prediction, change poll. Predictions and polls. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can change the ads right now as I am streaming. But oh well. But oh welly well. Man, oh dear, oh my. Okay, ad break over. Ad break over. Ad break is now over. Let's continue. Also, strange that the ads are like a minute long. I could have swore I set them for 30 seconds long, a 30-second long ads, but oh well. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we would have all been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Screw all of you! I'm a rebellious teenager! I like diving in caves and risking my life because I'm a rebellious teenager! Grrr! Should we go after her? No, let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis, finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week, maybe a month, maybe the rest of my life. Good. It's okay, Alexis, we don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you two home. I've already texted your parents, and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side as an exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. I'm going to get my car, and then we're going home. Tabby. Tabitha leaves towards the active mine without another word, and you're offered a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. We sure dodged a bullet tonight, didn't we? can't believe you left me down there. Your vision. Your vision. There was a stone carving on the wall in that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Yeah, I want to be straight up with these two. Are you sure you didn't just hallucinate? You were at the bottom of an old mine. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Anthony and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. We sure dodged a bullet, didn't we? Yeah, thank God you noticed them sneaking off. Can't believe you left me down there. Like, part of me wants to say this, but then again, what else could she have done? Because not one, but two people just had seizures. And you're not supposed to move someone when they're having a seizure or had a seizure. And if she had to, try to get us out of there, she'd have to climb a ladder while holding an unconscious body. And look at her. She is too scrawny to be able to climb a ladder while holding onto an unconscious body. So I can't blame her too much. What happens now? It looks like Tabitha's back. I'd better drive these kids home. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day. I need it to be over. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Anthony? Tomorrow? You have already ruined my evenings on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you'll be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We're going to go ghost hunting on Oscars, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there. I didn't think you were serious. Fine, if we're going to keep running into each other, we might as well all have an open line of communication. I don't have Stella's number, so Anthony, you should make sure you do. Oh sure, I'll give Stella my number, but not for whatever this is. I just want to make sure I don't miss tomorrow's ghost hunt. Hell no, I'm not your toady, but my privacy. Oh sure. You give Stella your contact info. Don't worry, I'll only use this newfound power when it's truly urgent, like inviting you over for breakfast. I feel like I should have been able to say something flirty right here. I should have been able to say something flirty right here since I am a hot. And there hasn't been that many hot responses in this episode. Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if that ghost hunt actually happens. It's weird that you care about what she's doing so much. Clearly I have to. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. Your phone buzzes as she drags you. It looks like Stella has already set up a group chat with you and Kanika. See you tomorrow, guys. I'll text you when we're back. I can walk to car on my own. Are you kidnapping me? See you tomorrow, guys. You magically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you back to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. We have yet to see any of those monsters, any of those ditchlings in this episode. So how about today? How are you holding up? I'm doing it terribly, by the way, in case you want to know. Why do you treat Stella like that? Did you two used to be friends? At least everyone's okay. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. Why do you treat Stella like that? Did you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whomever she thinks she knows. How are you holding up? I've been better. Sorry about today. It's fine. At least everyone's okay. There are a lot of parents who should have kept tighter reins on their kids. True dat. True dat. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Perlan to thank for it. I hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. What am I telling you this for? Whoa, are we bonding? You can tell me more stuff. I'd like to know more about you. And Perlan, for that matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. I don't really think the parents are the blame here. You're right, there are a lot of adults who would have done a better job tonight. I think the parents had to blame. You're right, there are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. I kind of don't feel like either of these are 100% correct. Because adults, adults have jobs and they have a little bit of their own personal time. But what's her name's dad said that they were having a bad time. That they just couldn't live in their own house at the moment because of ghosts or whatever. And saying the parents are to blame here, that's also one thing. I could just remain silent. I don't think parents are to blame here. I beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. That is also true. And clearly, there are some parents at fault for this who weren't ready. Take the liberation. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive. And here he is having a kid at 19, clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. I'm sorry, I think I read that. The library. Yeah, I read that wrong. Why did I say liberation? Liberation. The librarian. The librarian. It's not fair. Not fair. Street smart. Avaline, what's wrong with you? Oscar's house is haunted. Yeah, you're right. Do you want kids? It seems like that struck a nerve. Lots of people want kids. That's not a no. That's not a no. I'm doing terribly, by the way, just in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I gotta focus on the road, though. And I'm not gonna say this last one. Ryan, silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt and I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. By the way, did you still want that trash? All the trash I threw away from the guest bathroom? I did a whole lot of scrubbing in the bathroom, but you say you wanted to keep all the trash in the bathroom, you wanted to keep all the toilet paper rolls. You sincerely wanted to keep all the toilet paper rolls and all the dirty rags in there. You want those toilet paper rolls and all the grease and everything? I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs. Turn in. You head up to your room and turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. Yep. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there are more of them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. I feel like Tabitha should be part of this group chat. Just so she sees the pictures too. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. Oh, hello. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gather behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and to the visions imparted upon you. Your eyes shoot back open, and your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Kitty cat. It's just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease. You finally slip into a deep sleep. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this game again. Like, play through the whole game, but with the ability to talk to animals. Because I feel like this cat right here has a lot to say to me. Pardon me, you probably hear the music in the background. Let me mute my mic for a sec. Thumping, thumping, thumping. Some thumping down there. Oh, that was episode 2. Alright. Episode 2, and I've only been playing for what? What, 2 hours? Yeah, it's only been 2 hours. I gotta keep on playing. Gotta keep on playing. I played for 3 hours, not 2 hours. Okay. Okay, so how about this? How about this, y'all? I'm going to BRB. There's going to be a BRB session. Because it's getting hot in my room, I'm gonna turn on my air conditioner, let it cool down my room for a bit, and maybe get something cold, get some ice water or something. Because yeah, I'm gonna need to do more reading. So pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. We're gonna BRB. Excuse me. Okay, and we're back. Oh, we're back just in time for an ad. But, you know what? This is probably the best time. This is probably the best time. Alright. Let's get back into it. Yeah, let's save. Would you like to recap? No, we just did it. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck in your skin. Take a shower. Take a shower. Take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom, into the shower. The hot water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. The steam fills your lungs and soot washes the drain. Washes down the drain. You think about Duke and an image of him lying there, slumped against a tree. Yeah, let's not think about that. Scrub furiously, trying to escape the memories of your skin from your skin, as if they're a part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning of the worst that's yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. These are all things I should be thinking about. But I'm going to think positive. Someone special. You think about someone special. Specifically, you think about Stella, your intrepid cryptid hunting companion, and everything the two of you have been through. Kanika, the resident goth, and one of the most level-headed, fashionable people in town. Dr. Kelly, the way she demanded you address her by her title. Wayne, and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Yeah, I don't want to think about how often someone has been stalking me because he was in the garden yesterday. But let me think about uh I guess Stella, since I spent the most time with her. You think about Stella, your intrepid cryptid hunting companion, and everything the two of you have been through since you two got to town. And yeah, that's it. Shower, wash away your sins. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. I thought there was gonna be like more to that thought. Time to start your day. Check the opossum. Oh, there's two now. Please get out of my dresser. Wave at them. Look up at you. They don't hiss. I'm gonna do something stupid. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna do something stupid. Save. Yeah, do a little bit of save scuff. Pet them. I know they're gonna buy it, but eh. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe they'll leave your dresser and return to a nature where they belong. Alright, look out the window. Let's see, is there anything out of the ordinary here? The statue, the steps, the dark. You hold your breath and approach the window. You saw something out there out of the corner of your eye yesterday morning, and you can't help but anticipate what might be out there. It's the same view. Check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. You pull out your phone, open the group chat with Stella and Kanika. Wondering how you guys holding up. Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Y'all actually bonded with Tabitha, right? Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. Sniffing of a pained old man. Can't wait to ghost bust. Text Stella in particular. Thinking about you because I am a hot. Like the whole last episode 2, I've only had to use a hot response like what once with the doctor, and that's it. So let me do a hot thing. Thinking about you in particular. Probably be a bit. And text Kanika. Let me not send a hot text to both of them. I don't want to be like a two-timer. How you holding up? Want to hang out before I go something? How are things with Miles? Send her a photo of Ben Affleck? How are things with Miles? That seems appropriate. And head downstairs. Keeping your options open. Playing the field? I got an achievement that said playing the field. Oh, is that the nanny you said you had? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress-eating ice cream before breakfast. It's more offered the red-haired woman, your boiled peanuts, a thing that I still have. Just the red-haired woman. Hello. Hi, I'm Anthony. Are we having ice cream before breakfast? Hi, I'm Anthony. Good morning, I'm Janie. I'm just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Oh, so she's just a klepto. She's just a kleptomaniac. She likes everything messy. She wants everything to be messy. Damn, okay. Okie dokie, it's so nice to finally meet you, Anthony. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner, Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. It's, thanks. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Are we having ice cream before breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. There was a massive mind collapse last night that almost got my cousin killed. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there's no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. I don't like you. You're my cousin. I don't like you. Grr. Grr. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run into town, and every time I left you here alone, something terrible wound up happening. So you're coming with me. Okay. I'll be out there in a couple minutes. Gotta wrap my morning routine. Yay, cousin bowling time. Alright, let's go. But I haven't had breakfast. I don't need a babysitter. I'm a charisma build. I don't see a reason why I should lie, but it's street smart, and I want to use my street smart stuff. I'll be out in a couple minutes. I feel like shit from last night. I still have to wrap up my morning routine. Yeah, let me make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Look, I get it, but there's a lot on my plate today, and I want to spend some time with you before more things start piling on. I already waited long enough for you to get up. Jenny, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you are ready to leave, Jenny approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Anthony, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing, everyone getting out of that situation all right. Thanks, last night was a lot. You should get out of town. Why do you clean this place? I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you got time. First, explore. Thanks, last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentle man and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir crazy ever since we moved here, with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk through your worries. Wait, you're married to that creepy youth pastor I've been hearing about? With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest at a speed dial seems handy. It sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course. He's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door's always open. Why do you clean this place? I don't really ask myself that sort of question. It's a job. I get paid. And of course, I know the family for a while, so it seemed like a decent thing to do to make a little extra money. Plus, maybe one of these days she'll let me really spruce up the place. Can you imagine it back to its full glory? It'd be a lot of work, but what a project. Keep dreaming, Janie. Enough dawdling, we're leaving. Wait, no, go back. Wait, no, go back. No, wait, no. Go back. Go back. Wait. There are things I wanted to say. Load. I wanted to say that one thing. Hold on, let me speed through all this. I did all this. I need to speed through this because I wanted to say that one thing. I wanted to say the street smart thing. Can't wait the ghost bust. Text Stella. Flirt with Stella. Ask Kanika how things are with Miles. And then head downstairs. Introduce myself. Thank you. Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? I got a new lease on life. No better way to feel alive than to lying to yourself. Okay, nah. So first, yeah, I want to say thanks. Wait, no. I can't, I can't, I'm sorry. Explore, the word explore next to the response tells me that I have enough time to click it before anything big happens. And you're telling me that if I click that in particular, it I don't have the time to do anything else? Are you serious? I'm sorry. Look, I apologize doing this again. Yes, I do feel like this is like wasting a bit of time, but it's what I want to do. I'm sorry, y'all. Try to be quick about this. Do hot. Do. How's the other person? Do. Go downstairs. Do. Hi. Thanks. Do. Hey, cuz. Your lease on life. I want to do other things. Let me just outright say this. I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for a few days, though, if you got time. Right here. I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you've got time. Of course, feel free to swing by the church any old time. Danielle and I are always there, except when I'm working, of course. But Danielle's usually there regardless. Alright, let's go. Bye, Janie. Be safe out there, you two. Okay, I said what I wanted to say. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into the car. The ride into town is uneventful. Your cousin is surprisingly more focused on the road than making conversation. Let me save right now before anything else happens. There. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, I gotcha. Picking up tea. Yeah, I'm picking up tea. Why are you saying it all weird? It's okay, Tabitha, you can tell me if Sybil's your dealer. Tea is slang for drugs here, right? I'll tell. I get what you're putting down. Wink at her. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? I'm picking up normal tea for drinking. Sure you are. I'm just pulling your leg. Sure you are. Wink. Face turns into an all-too-familiar scowl. Shouldn't we be solving a mystery right now? After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Uh-oh. Fine, okay, keep calling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'll be a lot happier. I'm surprised to see her let loose like that. I'm glad she's finally laying loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them, not because she's normally measured or composed. A display like this means nothing if she's still here next year, and yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind her here. Why do you care so much? I think you're only saying that because... Oh, ad break. Ad break. Ad break, everyone. Ad break, ad break, break, ad break. Drink some water, do some stuff. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yes. After the stream is over, I'm definitely going to change the settings of the ads because these are way too frequent and I don't want them to be 1 minute. This is way, 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 way too frequent. Man, oh, dear, am I? Let me have a tic tac. Alright, 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds, y'all. Alright. Back from the ad break. Okay, I think you're only saying this because you want to leave. So why are you still here? Haven't we been over this already? I have responsibilities. If I'm not here, if I don't do my job, all of these lives are effectively over. Come on already, let's go. She feels anchored to this town. She has obligations. Yeah, but he's there every day. And I know he comes in to see you every now and then, so... I hardly think Mr. Tremaine not coming into dinner for one day is something to worry about. Well, if you say so, see you around, Sybil. You have a good one, dear. Oh, Tabitha, long time no see. Feels like you never make it all the way down to Main Street. Okay. Hey, I'm sure it goes without saying, but I just want you to know that all of us over at the diner really feel for you. Anything you need, just let us know, okay? What? Avery nods politely and then leaves without saying another word. Your mom died. He's being supportive. Do you not recognize someone as being supportive because your mom died? Oh, hey, it's that guy again in the background. His Naruto outfit. His Naruto pants. Who the hell was that? That was Avery, Tabitha from the diner. Okay, sure. Anyway, it's not important. Good morning, Sybil. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Anthony, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh, she most certainly is. Didn't you know that there's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop? What? I am not that kind of stoner. You know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Try and listen. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick, and you can only make out snippets of the conversation. I know it. Longer, short notice, aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. The listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another person. It seems like Tabitha is trying to get something specific, but there isn't too much of it left. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you seem like a really tall dude. Wait, you're Anthony, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mrs. Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I could have saved him. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. I'm sorry, Bo. Have you found his body yet? Folks don't seem to care about your dad, do they? Well, first, sorry for your loss. Thank you. Mrs. Forsyth said that you and Miss Richmond did your best. I'm thankful you tried to help. Mom is pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone. And as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prize pumpkin. She was a pretty big lady, too. I expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down the hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. Dad was killed by ditchlings. They're the things that have been stealing your chickens. Let me tell him directly, yes. The monster showing up when something bad's about to happen. They're the things that have been stealing your chickens. Miss Forsyth says something like that on the phone. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy with everything that's been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. He died on the northwest edge of town, off the Signa Trail. Like, it is not safe to go out there, especially at night. It's not safe, but I'm not gonna withhold the information of where someone's father's body is. I'm not gonna withhold that info. Huh. He died northwest edge of town. He died, yeah, right there. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere, all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at the library after, and figure out a plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, Lowell, I've been thinking about you too. If you want to come over for breakfast, oh. That buzzes again. Someone was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. And that's that. You can't possibly get any more texts. Isaac, this is Isaac's from the mine. You gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. Tabitha sure is taking her time here. Okay, this says explore, which gives me time. Like, it doesn't affect much. And yeah, I know I messaged Kanika just to be friendly, like, hey, how's everything with what's his name? But she didn't respond that way. She responded differently. She responded like I just text her, just to text her. I forgot who's Avery. I forgot who Avery is. So first, let me save just in case this doesn't do well, because there's still a mystery going on. And meet up with Isaacs. You hold the bells on the door to the general store, quieting them while you make a silent exit. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Winnie's diner. Thought you weren't gonna show. Here I am. I don't have a lot of time. What do you want to tell me? Good, I don't have a lot of time either, especially to spend talking to you. The guys are all riled up after last night. They're talking action. If they saw me out here talking to you, they'd think I was some sort of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing minor. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just talk. Just ask. What kind of action are people talking? Isaac glances around nervously. They're talking about a strike, but you didn't hear that from me. Okay, that's basic. That's simple. So Tabitha was dating an employee. I ran into him after we talked yesterday. I told you yesterday your friend isn't missing. Why would he be following me? Did anything happen at the mines? Did you think Tabitha did something to him? What was he like? I ran into him yesterday. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's all right? Where is he staying? Why is he hiding from everybody? It doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. He's all goopy now. I think there's something wrong with him. Did he have some kind of condition, a medical condition? I don't think he's all right. I guess it's possible that not him. He's all goopy now. I think there's something wrong with him. Goopy? Jesus, I hope he's getting treatment. Maybe that's why he's been distant. So Tabitha was dating an employee? Tabitha was dating an employee? Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. I knew some of the other fellows she dated. They say she was the coldest woman they'd ever met. Had a habit of dropping them a few months in before picking up a next poor son of a bitch who fell for her wiles. I guess us coal boys are pretty desperate. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're gonna be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. What was he like? He was a light-hearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with, not keen on working hard, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend. Closest one I had. Why would he be following me? Damned if I know. I didn't even know you existed until yesterday. I suppose Tabitha couldn't have told him about you, so maybe he's trying to get someone close to his ex. Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne can be broken by someone like her. Did anything happen to him at the mines? Weird stuff. Uncovering anything that was meant to be uncovered. No, I don't think so. The few ships he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. Do you think Tabitha did something to him? Yes, I do. That, or maybe Perlan. I don't know what it could be, but something happened up in that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Perlan's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant miner had gone missing. Did anyone think there might be a connection? Do you know about how Perlan died? What do you know about Perlan? Do you have any theories? Do you think there might be a connection? What, like he had something to do with her death? No, obviously, absolutely not. Heard it was natural causes, died in her sleep. She was old and a smoker. Figured her lungs finally gave up on her. If anybody did anything, it was that family doing something to him. Isaac sighs, taking one last long drag of his cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk, but I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me. But I'm glad someone is looking into this. Seems like everybody else is perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses his cigarette butt. It goes without saying that you better not go telling anyone we talked. And if you see him, or whoever it is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him, alright? Isaac heads back inside and you find yourself alone again. Want to hear about the strike? No, I'm not telling her about that. And now there's this. Swing by Stella, slip back into the store. These are things I can do. Well, these are things I can do next time because we already reached the 3-hour mark. It has been 3 hours. And that's my usual time. Alright. I'm definitely gonna swing by Stella since I'm fixing her up to be a romantic interest, it seems like. So yeah, I actually put another save file right here, just in case, because I'm probably not gonna be a hot on my next playthrough. So if I'm able to only flirt with these characters if I'm a hot, then I'm probably gonna go back here just to see what happens later on. But as of right now, that's it for today. That is all. Okay, so you will all see me tomorrow again to continue my collaborative stream with Strawberry VT for It Takes Two. Thank you all for coming.